1998 rolls around. Is that when FUBU reached its peak in terms of sales?
No, I think we around 2000, 2002, 2003. Like
Okay,
that.
right around that time. So you guys just kept building up year after year after year.
Yeah.
And you hit $350 million?
Right. So we were doing about $350 million for good 10, 11, 12 years. Easy.
Okay, starting around what? 2001, 2002?
Starting around 1998, 9, 99.
Aha,
Like
got
that.
it. So around 98, that's me reaching that 350 globally.
Right.
And you guys are now expanding globally as well.
Yes.
It's not just...
globally is not the word. And we're still global to this day.
I mean, were the global sales early on? I know later on things changed, but around this 98, 2002 era, was the global sales overtaking the U.S. sales?
No. I believe the U.S. sales were still the highest.
Got it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I always assumed from the outside looking in that LL was one of the owners or investors. Or
no, we gave him a piece.
Yes, so he got a piece.
We had to like, look, thank you. Here's something. We definitely gave him a piece. I mean, it's Class B, Class C stock, but it's still, look, here's something, man. Thank you for whatever you've done. All of you done.
Got it. You personally, when did the money start to pour in?
Oh, I started making money day one.
No, but I mean real money. Real money.
No, real money.
Real money
My
from
first
day
check
one?
was $1 million.
Okay, not day one when you first launched. I'm just talking about what year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what year did the $1 million for you come in?
Oh, what year? Sheesh. Okay, so 1992, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 97.
Around 97.
97.
Okay. How'd you spend your first $1 million?
I bought a house. I bought some Cartier glasses.
Right.
And I redid the house and couldn't even sleep in it for a year. I was living in hotels for a year.
Because you were remodeling.
Yeah, remodeling.
Okay. You started buying cars.
Oh, definitely. I have 4 or 5 cars.
Started buying watches.
Do I? I still got a few. But I was crazy. I bought so much diamonds out. I had diamond belt buckles. I had 10 karat watch, 10 karat rings. I was ridiculous.
Right.
Living way above. Made no sense what I was doing.
You had a black card.
So
there's no limit.
I had the first black card.
The first black card.
Yeah. I probably had the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. To the point where you go out and then you put your black card up and people would look like, well, what is that? I'm sorry, this is fake.
Go ahead and run it and see.
Yeah, go ahead and run it and see. Yeah.
I mean, because you actually said that over the last 25 years, you've squandered close to $8 million on things that are irrelevant.
Yeah. I wrote a book called Money Makes Me Crazy, and along with another gentleman, Ted McMillan, and it just basically talks about how some things they don't really make sense. And you're doing things basically for marketing, you're doing things for pleasure, but it doesn't really make sense. Mm-hmm. You come up in a world where you don't have, and then you overcompensate when you do have.
Yeah.
And we have to stop doing that. People just have to stop doing that. Money, you have to really understand money before you get money.
True.
You have to understand what money could do and what money can't do. Your money can't make you who you are. You have to be who you are. Mm. And a lot of times people take the money and they want to show off and do all this stuff just because they want to paint a picture of who, or what a video looks like or what social media looks like. And again, that's just not what you're supposed to be doing.
Right, because you had mentioned that you were spending $20,000 a month just on clubbing.
Yeah, on clubs.
So you just buy bottles and tables for...
Well, yeah, I would open the bar. Every time I'm in a club, I would open the bar. Like open the bar.
You would?
I would open the bar.
So everyone get free drinks off of you.
Right. But there was a marketing tool to it, because I would say, it would say the FUBU guy is opening the bar for everybody. Oh, wow. So now you want to buy my clothes. There is a limit. Sorta. But there is a limit to it. Right. Because again, in those times, everybody wanted to be somebody.
Yeah.
But then you start thinking about everybody's somebody, but nobody's anybody. Mm. And then it becomes years and years of doing that. And then you start saying to yourself, every time you walk around, they say, oh, that's FUBU, that's Jay from FUBU. And then you forget, you even know who you are. Then you start saying, well, can I just be Jay? And then you start being tormented with that.
Mm-hmm.
So money makes you crazy.
I mean, if you look back at like your spending, if you think of like the one thing that you feel like you really just wasted your money on, like I can't believe I spent that much money on this particular thing, what would that be?
No, everything. Everything. Because I could have did it. I didn't have to have, I did it in excess. So I could just have one watch, which is that is great. Like my petite. One watch. Now you need petite. You need a gold one. You need a silver one. You need the one with the rubber band. Then you need. Oh my God. Oh well, the Richard Mille. I gotta have that too. And then you got that one. Then you got Oh man, you need another color. I needed this color. That's where I kept going wrong. You don't have to do that. You can just have one. You don't need 30.
Although, as someone who's a watch guy as well, watches are, I won't say they're investments, but they are a way to park your money. The watches you're mentioning are a place to park your money because you could essentially resell them for about what you bought it for.
Yes, but again, now with education to what you're doing, yes, because I didn't have the education back then. I just bought it because it looked nice. So I would buy the piece, the Rolex, and then it would have all these diamonds that somebody
iced it out, which messes up the value of it.
Which messed the whole value up.
Right.
See, I didn't understand it.
And
then when I said, oh my God, I need to break it down, and then all of a sudden it's worth $5.
Right.
Instead of having the original or looking at it, in that sense, because now today, of course, this watches are worth what they are, and they either go up or go down in value.
Yep.
You could park your money in that, just like paintings.
Right.
Just like so. And every year, you try to buy a painting to park your money for taxes, things of that nature. That's a whole nother thing. This is not Earn My Leisure. This is yours. So.
Yep. Well, in 2001, you guys actually started a record label.
Yes.
You put out The Good Life.
Yep.
And 54th Platoon.
Yep.
In 2003, I believe. Both albums hit the charts. But they weren't like huge smashes.
Well, actually, no, not necessarily. None of them were huge smashes, but we went gold. The album went gold.
Oh, really? The Good Life album?
Good Life album went gold.
Okay, and who was on that album?
Oh, my God. LL, Ludacris, 54 Platoon, of course. Darn it. There's a few others. But I think the notable record that actually did very well was Fatty Girl.
Yeah, I remember that record.
And that was what was known as far as that album concerned. But our only downfall is not necessarily that it wasn't good or good enough to keep going. It's that it dropped on 9/11.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I looked up Fatty Girls, LL Cool J, Ludacris, and Keith Murray.
Yeah.
I remember that video.
Yeah.
Cool video.
We were actually all of that video.
Right, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. And was there a reason why you guys stopped with the music after the 54th?
Well, we stopped with the music because, of course, 9/11 kind of had music dormant and everything dormant for a little while. But we had gotten to a little situation with Universal, which was our partner, and that. And what happened was we had some clauses that they actually broke. So we wound up owing them money. They wound up owing us money, and we just dissolved it altogether.
Got it. So by 2003, and I mean, this is according to Damon John, it seemed like FUBU started to get oversaturated. He said, let me just quote him. Sorry to interrupt you. I just want to quote what he said. He said, the biggest mistake we made with the brand was buying more inventory than we needed. That was around 2001.
That's part of it. It's not the be end all. But again, there's a lot of things that contribute to that. I mean, time, saturation, not just us in the market, saturation of other brands in the market. Our clothes for people, and this is my viewpoint, and my viewpoint more so is the fact that people always looked at us at a high level. And then what in this business, it's called volume. And a lot of times you want to sell. And you drop your price, you drop your quality, and you start selling to certain discounters directly instead of them getting it after the fact. And after a while, that's the saturation that he's talking about. Because that's basically what it was. And then people could if you could stay up here at a higher end, then it doesn't matter what's going on, because not that everybody can get it. And that keeps the drive for that particular product.
Right. I mean, because when you look at FUBU, I believe that it follows the footsteps of Carl Kanai, and before them, Cross Colors.
First of all, give him all respect, forefather.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And, Carl Kanai came from the Cross Colors, family tree. Yep. I mean, Walker Ware was around during that time as well. And, Complex, I mean, not Complex, but Echo was sort of.
Echo is after us.
After you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo's after us.
Okay, got it. But before you guys, like I said, Carl Kanai was big. Mm-hmm. Cross Colors was big. I mean, Cross Colors, I think, was the first Black-owned brand that got into Macy's.
Yeah.
And you eventually got into Macy's.
Yeah.
So that
actually,
promise you made.
More than Macy's, we were in the window of Macy's.
Right, exactly.
Which is never heard of.
Which is what you promised that guy
when
you were quitting.
Exactly.
How did that feel? To be like, boom, look.
That's the first time that I felt in my life that I say what I say and I do what I do.
There we go. So by 2003, was that when you guys started kind of pulling away from the U.S. market and sort of focusing on other countries?
Well, I'm gonna set it straight. Part of that is right, but part of that is wrong. Part of it is the market here started pulling away from us.
Okay.
And I think it's time for us to, as far as a brand, to start really realizing that. Because again, things change. It's like any business. Business goes up, business goes down, bell curve. So at a time, there's other brands out there. People are getting older, younger. We're not really going for the younger person. We're still stuck in our head that we're just going to do what we want to do. And we suffer for it.
Okay. And you guys started focusing on other countries, Saudi Arabia, China, Korea, Japan, South Africa. Mm-hmm. Is that pretty accurate? Mm-hmm. And how were those markets in regards to how they accepted FUBU?
They love us. They loved us and still love us till today. They don't, for instance, if you make a simple hat, FB, you put on it, nostalgic. Like for her, here, it's nostalgic. For there, it's every day. It's all they want to see. They don't want to see anything newer. They want to see what that FB, that classic look. They don't want to see anything else. And for here, after a while, you start seeing this classic stuff. It's after a while, it's like only time I can wear that is if I wear it at a 90s party or 80s party. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we had to learn that the hard way and start creating newer designs, newer fashion, and that way we can kind of get back into the marketplace. And from then on, now we're pretty cool for now.
Right, because even by 2009, you guys were making like $200 million a year.
Right. So yeah, we're still making money.
Right.
We never stopped making money.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.